Everything in my hand right now that you're gonna need to be successful in 2025. I feel like it's a lot easier to check off things off my list when you have a system, plan. Now I know normally everybody got vision boards, they just putting a bunch of pictures on the board and then going on from there. Yeah, by like January 6th, 7th, it's pretty much done because you just don't have anything planned, you don't have no direction, you don't have no system built. The book I've been reading right now called Atomic Habits. This book has taught me a lot and I'm only about halfway through. Just do a sticky note, but this book has taught me a lot of how to create a successful system that works for you for where you want to be in the future. So to start off, you're gonna need some markers, some pens, some pencils, whatever you want to write with, but you need something to put pen to paper too. If you like everything more digital, you can use your phone, but I feel like for me, I've realized that my phone can be more of a distraction because I'll be on there typing or whatever, but I'll forget about the list that I have, or I'll forget that I typed something up or whatever. So digital, not a bad idea. You're gonna need some sticky notes. Don't matter what color, I don't care what color pen you use, get some sticky notes. Next, I don't care what type of journal you use. You want to use a smaller one, but you need a notebook. Some type of something to write in to where you can track your goals that you want to do. You can get them from Marshalls, you can get them from TJ Maxx. They are literally like $7, $8 maybe. You don't have to have some big extravagant $50 planner. You don't need nothing really expensive. And the next thing I encourage y'all to do, like I mentioned before, encourage you to get some books. We'll put some books, a list of books in this video that I recommend and that I plan on reading this year. Last year, I think I had planned to read like 6 books. I know everybody, oh, 350 books and da, da, da. If you can't read 5 books, you know where you're gonna be able to get to 50 or whatever. So I'm starting small. I think I read like 4 or 5 physical books. I think I had like 3 audio books or 4 audio books, something like that. This year, I'm just gonna add to that total. It's not like I need to go 100 plus, just get a little bit better. And who knows, maybe by the time I find myself 3 months in, and I done read 3 books already. All right, well, now I got 9 months left. Let's see how many I can get in 9 months. So you just got to keep checking in on yourself with these goals. I think it's a lot easier to break them down into quarters, the 4 quarters of the year. So each 3 months. So by the time March comes around for me, this will be a reset. I'll look at these goals and say, the first part of my goals, I got it done with this. The next 3 months will be another timeline. And the next 3 months, and so on and so forth. So where you're not looking at a goal from now or looking at the end of the year and saying, okay, within 12 months, I need to figure this out. No, break it down. You can do a lot of things in 3 months. You don't need 12 months to do everything that you want to do. You can do a little thing each day better and just keep building on that 1%. The other thing, I know y'all ain't gonna be able to see this, but this is what my 2024 look like. I'm gonna break these down into the categories that I have. First one is fitness/health. The next one is work. Third one is trips. Fourth is goals. Fifth I had was languages, the books that I wanted to read, and then the content that I want to do. With this page, me and my girlfriend last year sat down and wrote down under each category. We took some time to write down some things that we wanted to put, and then we also put a time frame next to it. Like, okay, this is a goal for 2025, but what part of 2025 do I want to figure this out, and what part do I want to have this completed by? Everything is not going to be an end of the year goal. That's what the main thing I'm trying to get at. Some things you might only take a week to do. Some things you just literally just have to get started, and everything else is going to fall into place. Keep saying it. You never get started with something that you want to do, you'll never know where you end up at. Regardless if it's good right now or not good right now, you're not going to know what it's going to look like as a finished product or even a more polished product until you actually start and try something and let God take his time from there. And whether it takes a week, like I mentioned, 6 months or 12 months, as long as you get started with that, it'll all work out. We put all the topics in the video. I'm going to give y'all some time to kind of break y'all stuff up however y'all wanted to do it, but you need to be more intentional with 2025. I know I need to be, but I'm holding everybody that watch this accountable as well to be better, to be the best of yourselves. You don't have to compare yourself to nobody. Come up with your own plan, come up with your own goals, and things that you want to do to get completed, and not at the end of the year either. Do this now, before the beginning of the year starts, and come back in 3 months. Don't wait until 9 months and now you're looking back at your list to refresh yourself to see what you was planning on doing because you got so lost in the transition of things happening and life happening. So we're gonna do this today, but we're also gonna check in at 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and at the end of the year. We're gonna come back and see what y'all got done. So I'm gonna be keeping track. I hope y'all keeping track too. Let's get 2025 all started, and don't wait till the last minute to get to it.